You can see Tristan, he ain't playing that game. You can see he's kind of scared, like he's thinking right now, what the fuck are we doing here? Look at Drew, he's super excited, but Tristan just want to go back to America. Welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel. Today we will react to Lazy to Try about Andrew Tate crashing out yet again.
A chance to be stuck in the Middle East during a war. That sounds like a dead policeman. I took his fucking gun. I'm held up for the final fucking stand. You think I'd miss out on a chance to be stuck in the Middle East during a war? That sounds like a fucking epic story. Me, I'm there. Come get me. No war or no food. Dead policeman. I took his fucking gun. I'm held up for the final fucking stand. I've lived long enough anyway. I'm taking.
He just spent 2 years in house arrest and he was crying about it all over social media. Just so you guys remember, you know, don't forget about that. He spent what, 2 months inside jail, and then the rest of the 2 years it was house arrest, and now he's bragging about being in a war zone and how it's badass. Come on, man.
The first fucking plane back. Oh, let me run. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Who are you fooling?
Found a way out. You're a coward, and you're gonna get what you deserve. Kill me, kill me, don't give a shit.
Alright, so like usual, Andrew Tate is just losing his shit because people are leaving Dubai and it's getting bad publicity after it was hit by some missiles and drones from Iran. So now Tate and a bunch of influencers are trying to help them do PR and convince everyone it's safe there, which is mostly just making things worse and turning people away even more. Like, everyone's just
I've already said, guys, in my previous video, the Gulf countries won't ever be like before. Ever since the war started, it's never gonna be as before, you know? It was a hub for foreign investment, but now everybody's gonna liquidate their possessions.
Joking about how these influencers are doing more to hurt Dubai's reputation than any missile attack ever could. Like Ian Miles Chong, to prove how amazing Dubai's nightlife is, he posted a video of him and his friend at a nightclub. And he said the place is alive, you can't beat this city. But in the video, the guy he's with looks like he's barely alive. I mean, him and Ian look miserable. It's just a sad scene. Which people are saying Ian's getting paid to post videos like this. But if I were in charge over there, I'd pay him not to post this. Like, the missile attacks are better publicity than this. You know, I think I'd rather be dodging drones and missiles than dodging Ian Miles Chong. Like, people in Dubai should be more concerned about an Ian Miles Chong jump scare over a missile attack. So I'm sure that video will.
So for those of you who don't know, Yang Chong is a social media propagandist. He's fairly active on X, and he's spewing a lot of hate and Islamophobia, a lot of anti-immigrant rhetoric, anti-migration. He's doing that whole Europe is being invaded bit, you know? All Muslims are coming to take over Europe, they're coming to grape your children, whatever. You know, that whole bit that Europe is being invaded and destroyed by immigrants in general, you know. And now we see him in Dubai, in a Muslim country, just drifting on his social media to live in a Muslim country, you know. And he's from a Muslim country too, you know. I think he's from Indonesia or Malaysia, you know. He's from there, and his whole thing is really social media propaganda, and basically catering to white supremacists and just racists in general, you know. And it's very effective. Like, every time a minority, but people don't know about an Asian dude, you know, from Malaysia. But we can go take a look at his account. I think like most people know his account, you know, Radio Genoa. So as I said, like, gypsies, whatever, they're stealing, and he's gonna go bring up some super old videos, make them seem as if they just came out, you know. So now he's showing like a bunch of Muslims and like a homosexual relationship, or I'm not sure what's going on there, as if like Europe isn't filled with homosexuality. I'm not sure like what he's trying to prove there. Lisbon, they roast a pig outside vegan restaurant. Asylum seekers, blah blah blah. Islamic scholars destroy musical instrument because Allah does not like music. Yeah, you know, the grift, you know, just like anti-immigrant rhetoric, like nothing we haven't seen before. You know, that's who this guy is. Like the Asian dude, you know, the fat Asian dude with the bleach hair. You know, that's this dude. And he's in a Muslim country, grift, of social media. So you see, like you can never trust what you see on the internet mostly.
Bring everyone back to Dubai, or maybe Andrew Tate yelling at them will. It's so funny. They just have the worst people promoting Dubai. Tate has been posting about it nonstop since the war broke out, and he's been going nuts over it. Of course, he's trying to act like a badass. At first, he was acting like he was in Dubai during the strike, but he wasn't, which he seemed kind of disappointed about. So to prove he's still an alpha male who's fearless, he's going to travel to Dubai, and he's going off on everyone for leaving, for being cowards, which is rich coming from him, who just did a whole apology tour over being at a nightclub when an inappropriate song played. He was going around apologizing and snitching on his friends, but now he's trying to convince everyone he's still the top G because he's going to go to Dubai.
Oh, the bombs are coming. The bombs. Let me just give half of my money away because I'm worried about a couple little bombs. What kind of pussy are you? You want to get rich or not? You're scared of some little bomb for? Just catch it. Bro, wait till I'm back. I wish I was there right now live streaming. I'm so mad they've closed the airspace. I can't get in. I just catch it like a baseball. Just throw it away. F off. You ain't bombing me. I ran. Get the f out of here. Top G, you ain't bombing me. Someone said to me, Andrew, what happens if you get there and everything gets a whole bunch worse? And my answer is this. Good. Good. Because when it all goes down, I'm not going to be sitting here outside tweeting, I'm so glad I ran away. I'm so glad I peed my pants and I wasn't there. No, my life story is I was there. I was held up in the fucking hotel spraying my AK at the fucking Iranian army before I got hit by a fucking drone. That's where I was. I was in the fucking war because that's where I lived. I didn't fucking run. I was there. So I hope it gets worse. I hope I get fucking stranded there. Give me a fucking gun.
So Tate and his crew decided to travel to Dubai, but I think the airports are closed, so they had to go to Saudi Arabia first, then do a road trip to the UAE. And when they're in the airport, again, Tristan and Andrew started going off about how everyone's being a baby about the strikes and they need to toughen up. And while they're saying this and trying to act like tough guys, they're being carted around the airport like two old ladies with bad knees. These guys can't even walk through an airport, and they're talking about how people need to toughen up.
There's missiles, there's bombs. When did everyone become such a fucking baby?
You sound like a baby. Oh, there's missiles. Where?
Fucking baby. What do you think a missile could do? Kill you?
You can see Tristan, he ain't playing that game. You can see he's kind of scared. He's thinking right now, what the fuck are we doing here? He likes to do that whole grifting thing on the internet, but now you can see in his eyes, he's thinking oh, maybe we're going a little bit too far. But Andrew, he's dedicated to the cause, man. He's dedicated to it, till his last breath, This dude is so much about money that he will never ever give it up. Especially when he's been in the hole for the last 2 years, he needs to bring up his numbers. I'm talking about money.
I'm going to my house.
Go to my fucking house and no one's gonna stop me.
Yeah, you can really see that Tristan, he's tired of it, He doesn't want to play along. Look at Drew, he's super excited, but Tristan just want to go back to America.
Fucking dude, what's the problem? What's got some big problem? Fucking pissy pants. Pampers must be making a fortune. First world problems.
What are you, missiles? Jesus Christ.
Then once they got to Saudi Arabia, they had to take a bus through the desert, which they sounded more worried about the bus ride than anything else.
The bag's in here. Actually, no.
Are you the driver?
Yes.
Don't crash. I appreciate it. We're good. We're good. It's in the bag. Desert Mountain bus. It's in the bag. Yeah, bus in Desert Mountains. No one's ever died in a bus before. What could possibly go wrong?
And Tate, of course, didn't handle the bus trip very well. He started having a meltdown because he's not used to slumming it with the peasants. He didn't realize how difficult it would be. It's so funny, he's acting like they would have this epic adventure where he's dodging missiles and fighting his way through the desert. But in reality, the biggest thing they had to overcome was they got stuck at a bus stop, and Tate threw a temper tantrum over it because they're crossing the border and it's taking a while, and Tate got anxious because he started to feel like he was a peasant. So he just started losing his shit about how famous he is and how he's used to flying private and having everybody wait on his command. So this trip was rough for him. I think he was starting to regret it, not because it was dangerous, but because he wasn't being pampered enough.
Why have we been stuck here for 2.5 hours?
Because that's the nature of the game.
You know what? Genuinely, I forgot what being a normal person is like. And when you're a normal person, you need to have patience. I forgot about that. Because, you know, I get like straight on the jet, straight off the jet. Mr. Tate, right to the front, VIP. I totally forgot that normal people have to wait for their lines and shit.
Why don't you have a military helicopter that can bring you there, you know? Like drop you directly into the trenches and you take your AK-47 and you start shooting around people, you know? Why don't you have a military helicopter and you just drop down it with your parachute? Or you don't even need a parachute, I guess. You can just drop down and you're gonna take it no problem, you know? The ground will break under your feet as you land.
We've been waiting all day.
Waiting? How do you get anything done? I don't have to wait for anything. They give me what I want right away. They're waiting for me. They treat me better than they treat anyone else. All the service, if a location has X amount of service, all the service goes to me and everyone else has to share a fraction of my leftovers. They share the breadcrumbs as I enjoy the feast of service because I'm a globally renowned A-list celebrity. But on this particular adventure, I'm like a normal man. I'm like a normal guy.
I like it.
No, it's shit. And I forgot how spoiled I am. I cannot wait to get back to the private jet terminal and then hand me a cigar and say, Mr. Tate, your jet's ready, get straight on the plane. Because even the other people who fly private, you're not a celebrity. You may have money, you're not the top. I'm the most loved man alive. So it's like, I've got the best human experience ever. I've got the best life ever. Everyone loves me. My life's fantastic. I live on T-bone steaks, and now I'm being forced to ingest a shit sandwich. The moral to this story is that sometimes it's good to go back to remember and appreciate how far you've come and how spoiled you are, but f all that. I don't want to go back. I don't want to live like you fucking people. I don't want to not be famous. The best thing ever is to be rich and no one know who you are, said the fucking coward who's afraid of a little bit of jail or a few assassination attempts. No, everyone's gonna know who the
Bro, you got pressed by PBD a little bit and you crumbled like as soon as they started interrogating you, you know? You got a little bit of heat for what Sneako did and you went on a PR tour to clear your name. And you start bragging about being famous. I mean, you were the one who was crying about being targeted because you're the most famous guy in the room. That's why they targeted you when the Sneako played the song.
I am, and everyone's gonna know how fucking rich I am. That's what I want. You know me. You know my face. The police know me. Everyone fucking knows me. Random cops in random GCC countries know me. I went to Kazakhstan and we got fucking mobbed. Mobbed in Istanbul. I'm the most famous man alive. Everyone fucking knows me. I don't want to go back. That's how I want to stay. Give me my shit pronto. Rich as fuck. A-list. Mr. Important. This experience of going back to being one of you is revolting.
So this trip really hurt his ego, and I think he might have been the one holding everybody up because he also got detained at one point. Because while they're crossing the border, they had to get off the bus and stand in line to go through customs. But Tate thought he was entitled to waiting on the bus for the line to die down, but they thought it was suspicious, so they ended up detaining him and questioning him, which his response was, "Don't you know who I am?"
So I'm eating crackers in some kind of...
Why does he hold the camera so close to his face while he's eating? We can see like all the food inside his mouth being chewed. I mean, you can just bring it back a little bit, come on.
Detention center thing. Everyone was getting off the bus and finding their suitcases. There was a huge line. So I just sat on the bus. Ignored the line, waited for the entire line to go down. I just sat on the bus. And because I stayed on the bus when everyone else was off the bus, they assumed I was trying to avoid this check. Swabbing everything down and they're questioning me and going through my entire history. I'm in some terrorist detention center for some terrorist check.
Why you call yourself a terrorist? You're a super soldier, don't you forget? Don't you forget? You're a super soldier. Of course they will interrogate you. I mean, you're a super soldier. You're like the best asset the Gulf countries can have right now. So of course they're gonna take some security measures for you. Come on, man.
So now I'm detained. But I have crackers. Welcome to the Middle East. I guess tensions are high for some reason. I'm like, do you know who I am? One of the guy goes, no. The other guy goes, yeah, I know you are. I'm like, then why are you detaining me? Well, but you stayed on the bus, it's suspicious. I'm like, bro, do you think I'm a fucking terrorist? Jesus Christ. Human trafficker, maybe.
But they did finally make it to Dubai, so now everyone there is safe from attacks because the Tate brothers have finally arrived and are going to fight off all the missiles for them. And as soon as they got there, the airport started to open back up, so that whole trip was kind of pointless. But
I saw a video where the Tates bought for what, $4 million of bunkers. So if ever a war really broke out around the world, you can be sure that they won't be on the battlefield. They will disappear really quick as fast as they came.
at least the Tates proved how fearless they are. You know, it wasn't easy for Andrew, but he managed to survive, and his fans are amazed by it. Like this Tate fan account said, despite the danger, Tate is on his way to Dubai, fearless. And it's funny because they say Dubai is the safest place in the world, while also at the same time acting like it's a complete war zone Tate is going into. So hopefully Tate and Ian Miles Chong can save Dubai. Let me know what you guys think about it though, and check out the Patreon if you like this video. It's